All right, recap. Today today was an interesting day. So, past 3 days once we've begun this green move upward here, this bullish activity. So, as I was highlighting the past 2 days, we had the gap up, the fade, then the rally. Then we had, let me do this. We had the gap up, we had the fade, rally. Then we had the gap up, we had the fade, we had the rally. But today it was different. Today we didn't have the gap up or the gap down. It was kind of a similar open to the previous close. We had the consolidation here, and then we just kind of fell off a cliff from around 10:30 to 12:40, which is pretty common. Around 10:30 it kind of decides what direction it wants to go for that first half of the day. Then we had this kind of just blast back up to these highs, and it was setting up very nicely here prior to this after hours activity. If I take this off, this is without the after hours, this was really starting to shape up. This is a 15-minute 3-day chart on the SPY, and we had this activity here between 506 and 504 in this neighborhood was really starting to look pretty interesting for a move. And it still could, just unfortunately it doesn't visually look as nice now because the SPY has tanked after hours back down to the 502 area. But we did almost touch 508 to the penny here. 507.30 we got to. So the levels that I had highlighted, they have been good areas to work off. So what could happen now is obviously kind of up in the air in regards to some of these earnings, some of these big earnings that are happening. They're gonna be affecting a lot of things. This meta obviously is going to kind of throw a monkey wrench in things. But once we give these a couple days to settle down and kind of sink their teeth into one direction and show us a trend, I'm starting to think maybe SPY kind of pulls into this 500 zone with a little pullback, and then we maybe take the second leg up. If some of these earnings, Teslas and Metas can kind of punk everyone out and then just turn into a crazy long again, like just back into the everything goes up forever market. So we'll see. Couple names. This ZIM, I just want to go through. Similar to the SPY, kind of had the nice 2-3 day move. We highlighted this. This was a huge move, very clean move. As I was saying last night, it was attempting to do the same thing, the same kind of setup here. But I also had mentioned that at these levels, everything becomes a lot more risky and a lot less inviting, and it proved to be true with this today. It put in a nice little put in some buying here in the morning, but just nothing ever happened, and it eventually just faded off with the market here. So as I've said before, once these things extend out from your original move, I mean, if you're buying in here at 10, a lot of your moves should, in a day trade approach or a multi, 1 to 5 day hold, you should be exiting. You should be taking some profits off these moves. So you shouldn't be surprised when this starts to have issues up here. And you should be prepared if it sets up again, because this has been something we've said could have legs. And now it's starting to set up into this moving average, a little squeezer here. So this is starting to tick a lot of boxes here for a potential next leg up. I like that one. DNUT, Krispy Kreme, is still a total back burner. Almost just not even gonna. I'm just not even gonna go there. CGC, very similar to ZIM. We had a beautiful move, like we talked about. We had a beautiful move in here that we were seeing. It had a nice run up, and it even set up again, which we talked about. Set up again in here. But at these levels now, you can't expect to just, park it and just expect this thing to continue to run up. This has now made a very nice move, just like the ZIM, very nice move in a few days. And if you're looking at this from a short-term swing / day trading perspective, you need to start positioning yourself for a potential pullback. It's just normal. So especially with some of this overall, obviously with the overall market. So good idea there that we watched. This RBLX is just like the dumbest thing. Today we get a gap up. I think there was news, actually. There was something on this. Maybe not. I thought it was earnings or something. There is, but yeah, so this is kind of just strictly big picture. I'm actually getting kind of sick of looking at that daily chart. It's too ugly. So we'll just keep watching this, see how it reacts in the 33 zone. A couple others. Also the ACB, like I had mentioned, it's basically symbiotic with the CGC. Had the move. Now it's in a little bit of a holding period, potential pullback zone. And that is just a quick little run through I'm gonna put out tonight. Couple with the other ones there. Let's run through these EV names real quick. This Rivian, I've been watching this Rivian, just continues to get hit. If Tesla pulls back and just punks everyone out and tanks, maybe down to this, if it gets down in the 120, 110 zone, that could be nuts. These little EV names are gonna get smoked. But maybe that'll start the beginning of a crazy market, a crazy little EV sector craze. So we'll see. We'll keep it updated.